Good everybody, thanks for stopping by. Just want to come out the back and have a look at some Flextail stuff with me? You know you do. I love my presents from Flextail. Now, if you follow the channel, and thank you if you do, and if you're not and you're new to the channel, welcome. I've had some gear from Flextail before in the past, and I always like getting the little presents from Flextail because they do good gear. For me, they're one of those brands that just does some interesting gear. It's not always the most unique gear. Often you can see other manufacturers that are doing similar sort of things. But my experience with Flextail has been thus far absolutely perfect. Ruby, who is the person that I interact with and is always sending me out the gear, Ruby's always nice to interact with and always pleasant and polite. So always appreciated Ruby. So thank you very much. Nice to talk to you again as always. If you remember back, the original product that we got off Flextail was, I think it was called the Max Repel, which is one of those power bank type heating things that have those little heating pads that have the Mozzie repellent on it. I did pull it out a little while ago. It was sitting in the Pajero, which was where it's always stayed. And I hadn't charged it for quite some time. And I thought, oh no, this thing's dead. And I pulled it out, I put it back on charge because I needed to use it. And it did eventually take a charge and it's come good and it's been working again ever since. Then we got the Flextail, I think this was the Max Shower. There we go, it is called the Max Shower. Flextail loves their Max and Minis and Tinies. So this was the Max Shower. This is basically the larger version of the new one that we've got today. So this is the Max Shower. I do like the fact that this one comes in this kit. Now this has been riding in the back of the Pajero. This is my portable shower option as far as, you know, camping and things like that. Now whilst I do use this as a shower very rarely, this more gets pressed into service for me in the back of the Pajero for washing dishes and stuff. I just tend to carry a little blue tub that I've got for washing dishes. I throw theirs in that and then I just use the water or a bucket, whatever the water source might be, and I use this as my sink. If you want to have a look at the dedicated review of this, you can go and have a look at that up there. I do like the fact that this comes in the little kit, which for me is absolutely ideal for your forward driving or, you know, throwing in your caravan and something like that. I'm gonna have a look and see whether there is a box or some sort of enclosure that comes with this one. I don't think there is. There isn't. It's just standard in its box. This is obviously for the Max Shower. It's purpose made. It just fits in there nicely and it's just a nice little kit. It does come with a couple of little extra O-rings, same as the Max Shower. Obviously you've got the pump itself, the hose, and then the shower head. Now the shower head is a little bit different to the original. They're very much same. This one can now handle 60 degrees. Now 60 degrees for me is perfect as far as doing your washing up and doing your dishes, etc. To be able to pump some water through that. Too hot for a shower. For me, for a shower, I'm good around about that 38 to 40 degrees. That's a nice temperature shower for me. 60 degrees is well and truly above that. From a size perspective, the mini shower is literally that. It is the mini version of the Max Shower. That being said though, I mean, to be honest, this was never really max size, was it? It's never been that big. As far as comparison goes, pump rates, battery sizes, etc., I'll put those up on the screens. As far as a functionality goes, these are going to be pretty much identical. This is literally just a smaller version. But I've got something else down beside me here that you've got to have a look at as well, which really makes this a complete package, I think. So as far as the connections, as an output goes, they look pretty much identical. I'll check those, but they look to be the same connection. Looks like we'll be able to mix and match as far as shower heads and which one you want to use from either of these two pumps. Now we've still got our USB-C charging on the front here, same as you did on the Max Shower. So you've got USB-C charging on both of these. One button press operation. So double press will turn that on and that's nice and quiet. Another press will increase that speed. And another one will turn it off. So literally it doesn't get much easier than that. Double press to turn her on. Just give you a listen to that. Another press to speed her up. Another one to turn her off. So double press on the original. It's much louder, the original. I'm guessing you can hear that. Another single press to speed her up. Another one to turn her off. So it doesn't get much easier than that. Despite the fact that they've made it smaller, it's still not going to fit into that. And to be honest, it's not really designed to. But what you can do now is get yourself one of these. So this is the tiny shower water bag. I thought this was literally just a bag to hold water that was going to work with a tiny shower, but it's so much more than that. This actually has its own pump built into the bag. How good's that? Flextail, you always manage to impress me, and you've done it again. I literally thought I was all over this. So it does show 15 litres on the back, so that's probably, if I was filling this with hot water, that's probably about as much as I'd go, but it does say 20 litre maximum capacity. It does say that you can fill this with up to 60-degree temperature, so you can see on the front there. You can see it's saying 60 degrees. Actually feels like a heavy-duty dry bag. You know, you got those, you know, when you get your dry bags and you can get the cheap ones and they're flimsy, just lightweight material. And then you get a decent, good quality dry bag and you can feel the difference. This feels like a heavy duty dry bag. As far as the fill goes, basically the same fill as one of your Camelbacks. I love the color. I really do like the sort of that safety orange. Obviously you could hang it just off the back if you want to do that. There's a handle there, or you've got a strap that will go over the top just with a little loop there, and that'll hook onto this side of the bag there. So you can hang it up that way. That is slightly adjustable. It's going to operate the same as the others. 2 presses to turn her on. There she goes. Another press for speed, another press for off. USB-C charge on the front. When they were looking to send this out to me, I literally thought that what I was getting was the bag. It was going to have an outlet on the front. It was going to connect in line with the tiny shower, and then that was just going to connect up the hose. I didn't realise these were 2 separate standalone units. So we've got some extra testing to do, haven't we? And they are. This one's still got a little bit of water in it where I've been playing with that one, but they are identical. This literally is going to connect to the front of the bag, just like that. Yeah, I like this. Now it doesn't say anything about being solar or anything along those lines. I certainly think you could hang this up in the sun and get this to be warm enough just to have a shower. I'm going to test that, probably not going to be in this review, but I will be testing that out because it's starting to get a little bit cooler here now. We are moving into the cooler months. I think you definitely need to be hanging it up, and whatever you're going to hang it up against or on needs to be solid. So I guess you've got a couple of options as far as cutting the water off. You can either turn the pump off, you can switch the valve off, or you can turn the head of the shower off there as well. You can see the amount of pressure, I guess, that's coming out of that. So the dog's actually going to get a wash with this tomorrow. He doesn't know it yet, but it's going to happen. So if for some reason you run out of charge, you can just use this as a gravity feed. So you've got that little valve on the front, switch her on and off. If you're at camp and you disconnected the shower head, again, you can just use this as a gravity feed, so you can just open that up. If you want to and you need extra pressure, you can still turn the pump on and then obviously go full throttle if need be. So just, you know, go up, grab a little bit of water, rinse your hands, whatever, is absolutely perfect. And the dog's happy he's clean. There you go. Now you can adjust the pressure coming out of the shower as well. This is on its lowest setting, so you can turn it down all but to a drizzle. So if you've only got a limited amount of water and this is what you've got to use for the week or several days, whatever the case may be, that you can do that. Got the little hanger, so you could hang this up in a tree, you know, on a hook, whatever the case may be. So as far as using the bag goes, obviously this is a sealed unit. The water's obviously getting drawn from the bag through the pump. What I'm finding is that you definitely want to be able to just crack this a little bit of air in every now and then. Certainly when you get to the bottom of the bag, you're going to need to open that up, just a little bit of air in to allow the pump just to be able to draw that through. As far as water usage out of the bag goes, I think we've probably got at least a couple of litres left in the bottom of this bag that we haven't been able to get with that pump. I just noticed that water out of that tap, that water out of that hose is not particularly pretty, but so we've ended up with about a litre of water at the end. If you've got a water bladder and you're trying to get the last little bit out of the bottom of your water bladder, it's just never going to happen. But there is another layer of that vinyl, this material, on the inside, so it is double layered on down both sides, which is obviously accounting for the strap, etc., that's hanging off the side there as well. Thinking that it would be nice to have like a little extra pouch or something on the back of this to be able to drop this in there. And then I realised I've got this big open hole here. I can just chuck this in here, just throw your shower head in there, and then you're good to go. So I guess from a storage perspective, that's going to be roughly what you're looking at. The pump that's built into the bag, and then the shower head is just thrown in the back there as well. If you're looking at just transporting the, I guess, the tiny shower on its own, that's the configuration you're looking at there. As far as just like a little, maybe a 5 litre or even a 3 litre, something like dry bag or something to be able to throw it in like that. So Flextail, maybe just a little dry bag to be able to chuck that in as part of the kit. So a little kettle is hot enough. I didn't bring a thermometer, but you can see the steam coming off that, and that is touch hot. I've got a little bit of cold water in the Flextail bag as is. This thing will take up to 60 degrees. I don't think we're getting anywhere near that because the water that I put in was cold and it was only 800 ml of hot water. I've got the kettle still on. I've thrown that back on the fire. So I'm going to throw a second one in and I think we'll be good to go. If I had a bigger kettle, it wouldn't be an issue. I've got a hot shower on the side of the van that I could go around and use. I was considering doing the review without actually using it. And look, that's not what this channel is about. Can't in good faith do a review of a shower without having a shower. I don't want to say this is a rare occurrence for me to be camping in this weather, because I'll go camping, I'm in the van. But with this convenience of the van, I will camp in any weather. I don't care. I love being in this sort of weather, right? This is extreme weather, you know, flood watch, all that sort of stuff. I'm in a good spot, I'm safe, right? Getting in the van, popping the heater on, being all snug as a bug, listening to rain outside. Love it, absolutely love it. It's been raining the last few days. I'm out camping. I've been here for several days now. You can see we're in the UEV 490. That's the setup, the van over the back. Little doggies over on his little thing. I've got the bigger fire pit that's down there. Review of that. We're going to be using the Flextail for a shower rather than using the van. Have a quick shower. I'm not going to worry. I've got a shower tent there. Do you want to see me do it? Nah, I was going to say I could put out a shower tent if you want to see the shower tent, but nah, let's do the nudie thing. So let's go and see how this water's going. We'll throw it in, we'll get naked, and we'll get clean. The other thing I've realised is I don't have any soap. I didn't bring any soap. I'm writing myself a list of stuff that I need to remember to bring camping. Soap is one of them, so I'm just going to use some dishwashing soap to give myself a bit of a top and tails. So 3 inches of rain today we're meant to be having. Thus far, it hasn't eventuated, luckily enough. So I hadn't really anticipated doing the shower thing today. Since we've got a break in the weather, might as well make the most of it. Bring you in again a little bit closer, because there's some things you just don't need to see for a review. And I don't have the body I used to. Hopefully, hang on, there's something else I've got to take off. I'll be back. Those. We are officially naked out in the bush. It's not super warm, but it is warm enough. Excuse me, I was going to wash something. Forgot my soap, so I'm just using washing up detergent, like dishes detergent. I've never tried this before, so it foams up good though. I hope I don't run out of water, because I'm going to be awful foamy. This comes to worse, if I run out of water because I didn't put a heap in, then what I can do is just go around and have a shower on the side of the van, which will be nice and hot. Now this is, I think I'm starting to acclimatise to the temperature of the water, so it's starting to cool down a little bit. I probably would have warmed this up a little bit more to make it a little bit more comfortable, you know, but This is sufficient. Look, this is perfect. So we've just ran out of water. I've realised I haven't grabbed my towel. My bottom half still looks like a snowman. I haven't got the hot water heater on in the van to heat up the water for a shower on the other side. I haven't set anything up. I am so underprepared for this. I am so foamy, it is not funny. So do something with this mess that is me. I really should have put in more water. Okay, there's still quite a bit of water in there, but it's not picking it up. I'm going to try and hang it off the back here to try and tilt it forward, because like I said, I'm still pretty foamy down the bottom here. Need to unfoam some of these bits down here. If I tilt it forward, I can get that extra water, and that's going to be just enough. Just enough to... Oh, come on. Now, that was all on low too, by the way. I was just going, you know what? I'm just going to stand here with my willy over the fire and dry off this way. Pretty cool up here. It is about 15 degrees. So that's another reason not to show you anything down there. It's cold. That's what I'm saying. It's cold. So if anything showed up in a reflection or whatever on the side of the van that I didn't predict, just know it's cold. All right? It's cold. Hanging it all out over the fire is lovely. There's plenty of steam that comes out of the tiny. That's not a problem at all. And because I'm always with the power source, like I'm camping out of the van or I'm camping out of the car or whatever the case, wherever I'm going to use this, I've always got heaps of battery. So I can use it, go and plug it in, charge it. Use it, go and plug it in, charge it. It's not a concern for me, the battery size. So what I haven't tested though, and look, to be honest, I'm probably not going to get around to doing this, is running the battery out and then seeing whether it just runs being charged in. I don't know. You know, I mean, using the external battery as a battery source. Can't test everything, unfortunately. Gonna go and hang out with my little dog over there. Gonna grab myself a nice cold can of Pepsi, and I'm gonna sit down around my fire, all nice and clean, and just enjoy that. Oh, as far as pricing goes, no idea. Absolutely no idea. One of the mates asked me, said, oh, what's one of those go for? And I said, you know what, I don't know. I literally have no idea. So if a price or something comes up and I've got it, or there's a link for a discount, all that sort of stuff, check down in the description and I'll put it all down there. In the meantime, that's been the Tiny Shower water bag and the Tiny Shower standalone unit from Flextail, and that's it. Thanks very much for stopping by. Me and the wet dog over there. Yeah, I like it. I've got to open my eyes, I've got to go and smell the roses. It's nice to see you again. I'll catch you on the next one.